going on, guys? It's gonna be the RoR podcast part 4. Yeah, I'm fasting today, 26, so adds up to an 8-day. I unfortunately I got off the game at 12:01, so that's like minus one thing from today. The only thing I decided to do was not eat. I drank water. I went to work today. That's why it was a little daunting for me because it was just like so nerve-wracking because I woke up and I was like, I recorded a video and I just couldn't put it out because I was just so, I guess, nervous, and I was like yapping off about things, but like how I usually do, but things that the world is not ready for. So yeah, I was nervous because I burned like 2,000 calories per day working that job, and I'm just like, oh shit, I'm gonna be hungry. But fortunately, what saved me was the fiber. I took some fiber. I've been taking fiber gummies. They're not good for you. I think just like Red 40 in it or whatever. But I had them, and I'm just like, I ate them, and I was like, damn, like the fiber helps maintain a healthy like digestive system, so it makes you feel less hungry at the cost of your diarrhea, which I guess is TMI. But not really, because everyone knows what fiber does if you take fiber, if you're into health at all, and et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, I went to work, I had a good time. Well, not at work, maybe after work, talked to my friend. She's cool. She's always informing me about information that I'm not really enlightened about, or I've stopped researching a lot. That's the one good thing about my friends, is that they like to keep up their knowledge. You attract who you are, and the things I research are different from my friends who research me. It's great to have people in your life that you can have different views on, or are not really on the same page, not wavelength, but page. But still get along and synergize decently well. That's like what I would say a requirement for human nature to begin with. Because today I was listening to an audiobook, and it was like a book on charisma. It was just like on autoplay, and the guy was speaking about in the intro. He said, like if you refuse to, if you're not talking to people, if you're not making friends, you're not making small talk, for example. Small talk is very important to this man, and apparently to the world, from his understanding, or his point of view. And I kind of agree with him in that sense, because basically he pulled up some studies and how people who communicated through like a bus ride, for example, with another person had a more pleasant time riding that bus and on that trip than opposed to if they weren't and were just on their phone. But like basically I'm like reiterating why it's good to talk to people and make friends. I know some of you guys, you watch me. If you're watching me and you're from the For You page or something like that, I can tell like you're really deep into like finding the next best thing, or for example, or just seeing what's up, or maybe I'm on autoplay as well. I would recommend to you, because I feel like you're very intelligent. Most people who are watching me and who aren't here to laugh at me, I would say honestly you're intelligent, because now a lot of people look at me, take me as a joke. And like I said previously in my last podcast, that I have this 10,000 Gemini, Scorpio 3rd house. So I communicate like very spastically, and I have this 3 personality number as well. So like naturally the way I speak, fortunately, has good luck. So I can say pretty much anything. Well, I'm not going to test that theory. And within reason, and I'm it's blessed, what I'm saying. So that's why I decided, and contributes to making this podcast to begin with, and also just being out there and helping other people out. I was getting myself all worked up about people and places and how they just frustrate me, and just like my job frustrates me. I just don't like it. And it doesn't play to my strengths. My ankle hurts, which is something to want. Yeah, cry, baby. I'm a big baby. Whatever. I mean, outside of that, I mean, it's money, and I wish I could do something different with my life, and there is things that I can do differently in my life. It just requires so much, I guess, effort, and that's my issue. And I don't know why that's my issue, because it's not like that I like being used to things. It's not that I have a comfort zone. It's not that I have a fear too, because I was diving deep into this as well, reading that same book actually, and Sigmund Freud. And it just doesn't seem that I have like a fear. It just seems like I just don't care is the issue. Like, I may wish these outwardly, but internally, if I really wanted it, if you guys really wanted something for yourself, you would do it no matter what. I would say something that I do desire for myself and what I want personally is to just be myself, and this is what I've been doing, is being myself, going online and basically being vulnerable, I would say, because I'm not really somebody who gets down and deep with their emotions and how they feel and what they're thinking every day. I'd much rather prefer to listen to you, and that's mostly to protect myself. It's not because I'm an introvert. I have that's something I do fear, is communicating wrong and things go right. I like to keep things civil. I'm like a fence sitter in a way, but I would say I have my own opinions. So if I am fence sitting, it's mostly because that's a telltale sign that I have an opinion and it's controversial, basically, if I'm on the fence. Basically, it's not that hard, and I'm sure other people can relate to that. And I guess for one example would be the idea that, and I posted this on Twitter, God, rules, and things of that nature don't really exist unless or judgments. God, rules, or judgments don't exist. Only the ones that you accept or create for yourself. So everything, and which is a very Stoic philosophy, might I add. It's not from Marcus Aurelius. You guys know I love Marcus Aurelius. If you know me, I love that guy so much. His book changed my life, Meditations. It sincerely changed my life. It motivated me to even start this channel, to really start and start tarot reading and showing off. Well, when I first started, I wasn't really good, I would say, but they got most views ever, and that's because I tried to do everything to make myself pop. I have, if you look back on the thumbnails, I might put it up, I might not, who knows. It's late at night and I don't really care. I have that fucking, oh, what's gonna happen now, like Pogger, the Mr. Beast, oh, it's all cringe, and it's all really kind of stupid, and a lot of people kind of didn't take me seriously from the get-go because of that. And my name before used to be Metalhead Tarot. I'm kind of a metalhead, not anymore. I used to go to a lot of shows, and I love metal with all my heart, but I mean, I still do. I listen to a lot of it when I'm in my car or something. I almost called it the vehicle. Like, come on, bro, talk human, bro. and then the guy approached me, the same guy, Metalhead Tarot, another Metalhead Tarot. And he's like, getting so pissed off, and blah blah blah, I'm gonna do this and that and the third, and he really wanted his name, and I was just like, I forget what I did to him, but I guess the universe doesn't want me to really speak upon it due to the fact that I kind of forget the whole scenario. But at the end of it, I basically showed his hypocrisy in his own thinking and his flaws in his emotional outbursts through passiveness, if that makes any sense. Like, it was underlying, and it would require somebody to actually think to get what I was trying to say. He kind of switched it up at the end. It was just pathetic. The guy's, to me, he's pathetic. He's not good. He's no good. As a reader, I don't know about much of his reading nowadays, but just as like a person, just want to kind of stay away from him. Outside of that, I mean, there's a ton of people I can mention right now that you would want to stay away from, particularly in terror space. A lot of them are fake. A lot of them are phonies. There's some real ones out there. And there's some real ones that aren't good, and they may look phony. For example, like Tyler Serro, he, as I mentioned his name, it's funny enough, it's like there's an aura to it. So, yeah, I would say he takes it seriously, but he's kind of mid at it, to be honest. And it's mostly because he doesn't believe in it in himself to begin with. Like he said, he I forget what he says at times. He basically doesn't believe in the voodoo magic of, like, for example, what's that thing called? And what is that thing called? Like, basically talk to spirits, the Ouija board. He doesn't really take that as seriously. I mean, it's part of the faith, and if you're like kind of not really into spirituality like that, you can tell. And you can just tell through people's eyes that they have no faith. And I was watching this YouTube channel. He was debating this guy about a damn Twitter comment. And it was just so hilarious. And it was really revealing on the other guy's end, the host, and the fact that he is very selfish in nature. The guy that called him out was saying how, that's wrong, and why do you only care about the subject if it's directly affecting you or your family? Why don't you care about it to other people? And basically, it shouted him out on how much of a fucked up person that guy is. He's just not kind. A lot of people, there's genuine people in this world, and you can tell they're genuine if they have the world as something that they worry about, and not just themselves and their family. I would really consider myself somebody who used to be like that, someone who didn't care at all. Obviously, this is a RoR podcast, Road to Redemption. So this is basically me apologizing. Every video is me paying back karmic debt and apologizing for what I've done in the past. And that's why it's so revealing for me emotionally, because it's a sacrifice. This is what I need to do to basically pay for what I've done, pay for my sins, in other words. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, I enjoy talking to myself at the end of the day, and I enjoy revealing myself on a platform that nobody really sees. So yeah, things happen. So anyways, I think I should end it here, and not talk shit about these tarot readers. At the end of the day, you can learn anything from anyone, and I'm sure they have a lot to say, and they obviously gain a lot of followers, and they're obviously successful at it, so they must be doing something right. And I'm not, obviously, if I'm here with like my measly 7, I'm under 100 followers, so can I really criticize? And that's what people call me out on all the time, that I'm criticizing even though I have no formal experience in what I'm doing or credentials in what I'm doing. But yet, if they followed the advice that I was giving them, it would help them immensely, which is kind of, well, it's kind of defeating. It's kind of not embarrassing. It's kind of defeating, basically, because you can help somebody, and because of credentials or because of this, that, and the third, and who I am and how I communicate, and I'm the funny guy. I like to be witty. I have charisma. I make a joke. But while also being serious at the same time, people don't understand me. Don't understand that specifically. I think they understand me, that I am a fucking weirdo. Freaking nature. I'm kind of have to be, like I explained to you before, but yeah. Which which I don't mind. So, anyways, now that that's out of the way, I'm glad you guys stick by me, and I appreciate it. And if you made it this far, seriously, I appreciate you. So, thanks for sticking by me, and I'll see you in the next one.